Welcome to Mindful Eating. This is an exercise that can help us get more in touch with the deeper, more meaningful aspects of nourishing ourselves with food. It may also reveal a lot of useful information about our eating habits and our preferences. Rather than focusing on our breath, as we typically do, during this practice, we're going to focus on the sensations that arise from the food and our body's reaction to seeing, smelling, chewing, and eating. We're going to use our small piece of fruit or food as an anchor and the object of our attention. So when you're ready, go ahead and straighten your spine, sitting up just a little bit taller. Your back is not rigid, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Feet are on the floor, palms are on your lap or on the side of the chair, wherever you are. And when you're ready, we'll begin with a few slow and deep breaths. Following my lead, taking a deep inhale in through the nose, and then slowly exhaling out through the nose or mouth, just allowing your mind and body to settle, maybe get a bit heavier. Again, breathing in, inhale, and then slowly breathing out as you exhale all the way. One more inhale in, holding it at the top. And now this time as you exhale, letting go of the air, as you slowly open your eyes if you've had them closed, and gently gazing at the piece of food or fruit in front of you. And allowing the rhythm of your breath to just flow naturally, not trying to change your breathing, not trying to do anything special here, just being here fully. Now, as you gaze and look at the piece of food or fruit in front of you, begin to consider where it came from and how it made its way to your table in front of you. Where was it grown? Think about what country or place in the world it came from. Maybe thinking about the people who may have grown your fruit or your food, watering it and caring for it. Imagining the people who picked it for you and packaged it, and those who transported this fruit from where it was grown and brought it to your location. Thinking about all those steps it must have taken to get it to where you are right now. Imagining this whole process, the entire life cycle of this food before it even reached your hands, and all the people who worked to provide you with this nourishment. Just for a moment, seeing if you can extend a sense of gratitude to all of the people involved. And as you do so, notice if this feeling of being grateful for your food affects your experience of eating it in just a moment. And now when you're ready, you can go ahead and pick up the piece of fruit or food and turn it over, examining it closely, looking at as if you've never seen this thing before. Gaze at it with new eyes, like a beginner or a child, noticing the different colors. Are the colors consistent on each side? What about the texture? Is it hard? Is it soft? Looking at the colors, the shape, noticing maybe the weight of this piece of food in your hand. Is there a temperature to it? Just examining it, not doing anything special here. And now bring the piece of the fruit or food close to your mouth, stopping just under your nose, and notice if it has a smell. If so, is this smell subtle? Is it strong? Does this particular smell influence your thoughts or feelings? Does it bring back any memories? And now, when you're ready, you can go ahead and take a small bite of the food or the fruit and place it on your tongue. But don't chew just yet. Take a bite and just let it sit there for a moment and notice how your tongue and your mouth respond to it. Notice if you have an urge to chew it or swallow it. Just becoming aware of all the sensations. Now, very slowly, you can go ahead and begin to chew that bite, becoming aware of all the textures, all the flavors. Where in your mouth or your tongue are you noticing these flavors? And as you continue chewing, notice how that texture or those flavors change with each bite. Can you make out different flavors, such as sweet, sour, bitter, salty? And then you can go ahead and swallow with whatever food you've had. Continue your engaged attention as you follow that food down as far as you can into your stomach and notice what that felt like. You may even close your eyes in this moment to see, you can notice those smells and tastes a little bit more. Maybe going ahead and repeating that, taking a second bite or your third, whichever one it may be, but remaining present to how those sensations shift as you chew, as you bite, as you smell. Continue eating slowly, noticing if there are any changes in the flavors or sensations from one bite to the next, or if your desire to eat more quickly or more slowly shifts. Repeating each bite before you take the bite, just putting that food under your nose, taking in all the smells. And with the next breath, maybe closing your eyes, taking a moment to just notice any flavors or sensations that still remain in your mouth or belly. Maybe extending or expanding your attention away from your food to your entire body as we take one slow and deep breath. Inhaling in through the nose, your body rises, and exhaling, your body relaxes and gets slightly heavier. And just sitting there and reflecting on how that practice or that experience went for you without judging anything as good or bad, I'd like to share a quote before we end this practice. This is a Vietnamese proverb. When eating fruit, remember the one who planted the tree. Very simple. And this is a great practice to notice the whole cycle of that food, starting from where it is all the way in your belly, noticing all those steps and every little sensation during that practice, and noticing how that changes your experience of the food, how you eat it, how much you eat it. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes and come back to our group here.